Oh my gosh, more proof that brands want to hire 40 plus content creators. Okay, you don't even have to be an influencer to do this. You do not have to have thousands upon thousands of followers for brands to want to work with you. This is called UGC and it stands for user generated content. So many of my videos talk exactly about this, but I don't even care. I'm going to make yet another video convincing people that are 40 and older, specifically maybe Gen Xers and baby boomers, to do UGC, and let me explain everything. So again, UGC equals user generated content. What happens with UGC creators, what you're doing as a UGC creator is you're getting hired by companies of all types across multiple different industries. Most companies are hiring UGC creators, by the way. You're going to get hired by companies to create content for them. Typically, it's going to be short videos talking about their products or services. And instead of you being an influencer and acting like an influencer where you would have to post those videos on your own social media accounts, you're really just going to create the content, send it to the brand. They're going to use it for their own purposes. So typically that looks like them posting on like the brand's Instagram account as Instagram Reels, or they're going to post it on TikTok or Facebook, or they're going to run it as social media ads. I was literally just scrolling on Instagram 5 seconds ago and I saw an ad for this like home security company, and the guy in the video was probably like 50 years old and he is clearly a UGC creator. There's so much proof, okay? I could actually, if I remember, I will put a bunch of screenshots from some of my students that have learned from me inside my Ultimate UGC course that are 40 and older that have been landing UGC deal after UGC deal, and none of them, I believe, are influencers at all. So there's so much proof. Let me explain kind of how to get started with this. P.S. If this is making sense to you, if you're like, okay, I get it. Companies need a ton of content. I could be the one getting paid to do it. I get free products, don't have to be an influencer, don't have to worry about followers really. And they want to work with me because of my age, as like, that's kind of like a bonus. If that's making sense at all, put your current age in the comments. Like she said, 47. If you're 47, whatever age you are right now, if you're comfortable with it, type your current age in the comments just so everybody can look and see, okay, this is like, a lot of people are wanting to do this of all ages. Also, this is not TikTok Shop affiliate. A lot of people get confused. This is different. You need 5,000 followers to do that. Anyway, so if you are at all interested, I'm gonna blab on for like several minutes in this video, but if you're at all interested at any point in this video, I have a free checklist that will help you so much to get started. It's a checklist, so it goes through the steps on how to do this, like step 1 through I think 6 or 7, to be successful with this. And also, you know, say that you were like, oh my gosh, like I love this like makeup that I use every day, or I love the coffee that I use, that I drink every single day. You're like, oh my gosh, I really want to pitch to that company. I want to create UGC for that company. Then you just don't really know how to do that. I teach you that inside the free checklist because I have a whole 15-minute video lesson about how to email these companies, what to say in the email. So go get the free checklist. If you want it right now, just so you don't forget, you can pause this video, save it in this little right-hand corner so you don't lose it, and then go to my profile. It'll be the Stan Store link. It might pop up a couple different links like my Instagram or YouTube. Click the Stan Store link. There's a blue arrow pointing down to it. Click it. My course will be there. If you want to get my course, go for it. It's $87. But if you want the free checklist, just get the free checklist. It will help you get started as soon as today. Okay, so first though, why age? Why 40 plus year olds? Why Gen Xers and baby boomers? A couple reasons. So number one, Gen Xers, statistically speaking, according to the data, are the wealthiest generation. Companies know this, their marketing departments know this. It's their job to know these kind of things, right? So companies would much rather spend a lot of their marketing dollars and their efforts advertising their products and services to you, Gen Xers, because typically when they do that, most people that see their ads have money to spend on their products and services that they're trying to get you to buy. Is that making sense? Hopefully it is. And then basically, that's the biggest thing. You guys have the biggest purchasing power, which is gold to companies. Number two, Gen Xers and baby boomers. My mom, by the way, is also doing UGC. She's 63, and I can attest to this, what I'm going to say. Your content, the content you create, tends to come across a lot more authentic. Like you just automatically seem more trustworthy. I don't know if that's because of life experience or whatever. It's just so many of my students create content, and I'm like, I just watched a few videos that a 60-something-year-old, 50-something-year-old posted inside the student Facebook group that you get to join when you join my course, best Facebook group on the planet. And I'm just watching their videos, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like, you are creating such great content. And it comes across so authentic, which companies like because people like it. People want to see authentic. They don't want to see fake, okay? Okay, so another reason is you guys are very professional. I just posted a video about this, but you guys tend to take things more seriously as opposed to, say, like a 22-year-old who's doing a UGC deal that sometimes forgets to respond to emails or like submits content late. You guys you take it more seriously. You're more professional, probably because you've worked several jobs in your lifetime, and you are just generally more professional. There's no other way to say it. So companies like that. They like when people are professional. They like when they take it seriously. They like when they tell you submit the content in 6 days and you submit it on like day 5. You submit it early or on time. They like it. It's a joy to work with most Gen Xers and baby boomers because you guys are responsive and you do what they ask of you. Also, there's less competition. So I've been doing UGC for 2.5 years. Most of the UGC creators I know and I see in the community, in the space, are younger, okay? So the percentage of UGC creators in the world that are Gen Xers and baby boomers is such a tiny percentage that it is just crazy, which is why for the last year I've been teaching and educating and encouraging people that think they're too old to do this, because there is so much opportunity for you guys. And it really just, like, people ask me this all the time. Okay, so what companies are looking? This is changing all the time, depending on what companies need. You could also reach out to a company and be like, hey, I'm 60 years old. I love your products. I would love to create UGC for you guys. Are you currently looking for anybody like me to create UGC? And they may be like, holy crap, yes, we've been wanting to work with older creators, but we just don't know where to find them because there's not that many of you guys. So yes, this is the perfect timing that you just reached out to us, and they could hire you then on the spot. You can make a bunch of money. So that's what I'll say, is that you never know until you reach out. There's also platforms, agencies, apps that you can join that tell you, okay, yeah, we're looking for, people that are menopausal or whatever, right? Or 50 plus or whatever. That's also possible, but you just don't know until you reach out to these companies, which is why I have that free checklist. Go get it if you have not gotten it yet. My whole point, though, is that you could do content creation. You could become a paid content creator, plus get a lot of free products. Honestly, the free products are just kind of like a bonus. But getting paid to create fairly simple, short videos that companies need and want for their own marketing purposes is a skill that you very, very well could learn in the matter of a few days or a few weeks or a few months, depending on your learning style and your, however much effort you put into it. But really, I just want to remind you that even if you have felt like you're too old in the past, or like that's come across your mind even without realizing it, oh, you see all these other people being content creators or whatever, and you thought you couldn't do that because of your age, I just want to remind you that your age is going to be your superpower. It is your superpower, especially as a content creator. I got I've got, so far it's almost noon here in Seattle, and I've gotten 2 DMs so far today, plus 1 email from a brand that's telling me that they saw me on TikTok talking about this and that I was spot on because they are currently looking for older creators. So let that be more proof that this is a legitimate thing. I hope you do it. My mom and I are doing a UGC deal next week about the supplements that we both take. Been taking them for 4 or 5 years. Company hired us to do a video, and I'm doing 2 more for them that my mom's not going to be in, but it's just more proof. Like, more proof that brands want to work with you, even if you're not tech savvy or you feel like you're not tech savvy. If you have no experience, no background in social media, content creation, you can learn this. I would love to be the one to teach you, obviously, inside my course, but however you go about it, just learn it. You could be doing things you never even thought possible in the next few months. Okay, good luck.